Hey guys, by now you're probably familiar with Morimoto's Super7 headlights. They've been a great addition to Jeep JLs, JTs, and other 7-inch round applications for years now. They've got bi-LED projectors, some of the best output you can offer in a headlight like this, but what was missing is some of the modern style points. Well, that's no longer the case. Morimoto has added an RGBW functionality to the Super7s. So now, not only will you get all the same performance and benefits that you got before, but you'll also get RGB functionality with a controller. You'll get a switch back function for the turn signal, which will switch to amber when initiated, switch back to RGB when done, as well as a daytime running light mode. With Morimoto's Bluetooth controller, you can easily manage the zones, colors, effects, presets, and save favorites in the included color controller. It's compatible with Android and iOS phones and has 2 output channels, unused by the Halo system, which you could use to add other accessories. The Bluetooth controller's mounting bracket is made from carbon fiber because why not? Each Halo ring is tightly packed with 3-watt RGB and 1-watt pure white LED chips that allows them to create a virtually infinite variety of colors, but also a pure white mode as well for that DRL. These units are designed and engineered specifically for Jeep JLs and JTs, so you've got a plug-and-play installation as well. This kit offers a hassle-free plug-and-play setup connecting to the OEM fender lights, turn signals, and fuse box with durable, fully sealed connections for long-lasting reliability. Speaking of, this kit is covered with a 2-year warranty. The install is fairly straightforward. First thing you got to do is take the buckets out of the box. Then you're going to want to remove the 4 Phillips screws around the perimeter of the bucket, around where the trim ring fits in the front. Pop the trim ring off. Proceed to remove the 3 Phillips screws around the projector portion of the headlight inside. With those 3 screws removed, you can remove the center section of the unit. Flip the unit over and begin to install these clips around the perimeter of the unit, which will mount the halo. Tighten the clips down with the included T15 screws. Then grab the halo and snap it in place onto those retaining clips. It's worth noting that you may need to adjust the clips a little bit to get proper fitment. And then put the headlight back together in the same way you took it apart in the beginning of the install. Follow that process for the other unit on the other side of the vehicle and meet us back at the Jeep. There's going to be 5 push tabs holding your inner fender together. Let's get those removed. After the push tabs, proceed with removing the 10mm bolts. Once all the tabs and bolts are removed, remove the inner fender. Then disconnect the factory turn signal wiring. Then we're going to plug this harness into the driver's side jumper harness that does not have the single red wire for input. This is specific to the driver's side. Passenger side will be a little bit different because that's where the RGB controller hooks up. Now you can open the hood. From the fender well, come up right beside the battery with that cable. Proceed to remove the 6 push tabs to remove the front face of the grille. You're going to want to find the 3 10mm bolts holding in the original headlights. Go ahead and remove those. and then remove the original headlight altogether, unplugging it in the back to do so. Next, we'll be running a DRL harness that looks like this to the factory fuse box. Locate fuse location 34 and remove that fuse. Our DRL fuse tap is going to install into this location in place of that fuse. We're going to install the DRL fuse tap. Now we're going to install the Morimoto Bluetooth controller. You're going to want to make sure to get that barrel connector nice and tight to make sure it's waterproof. From there, we're going to pull 2 of the outputs from the controller out, and the other 4 can be tucked away into the cavity beside the battery. Now we're going to grab the Morimoto driver for the Halo and install it into the headlight cavity by connecting it to that jumper harness that's behind the headlight. After fishing the driver's cable up through the back of the headlight, we're going to connect it to that jumper harness's main connector. Once that's done, tuck it back out of the way, and you can zip tie up any excess wiring. Then, make our way to the other side of the vehicle, and we'll proceed to remove the fender liner again, removing the 5 pull tabs and the 3 10mm screws. With the fender liner moved out of the way, we'll unplug that turn signal harness and plug in our jumper harness just like on the other side of the vehicle. You'll have to remove the headlight on this side as well. Remove the 3 bolts just like on the other side. And remove the headlight by unplugging it. Fish the jumper wire harness up through the headlight. Mount the Halo driver just like on the other side. On the driver's side though, you'll have to route this cable along the core support under this panel. Route that cable through the headlight cavity and you can connect it to that controller's output. Then go ahead and plug in the specific driver for the Super7 and install it into the headlight. It'll mount the same way the original one did with the 3 bolts around the perimeter. You're going to want to repeat that process on the other side of the vehicle, install the headlight, and before buttoning everything up, go ahead and test functionality of everything. Once your functionality is confirmed, go ahead and reinstall those fender liners, reinstall your grille cover, and you're good to go. Whether you're wheeling on a trail or even at a Jeep meet, upgrade your Super7s with the new RGB Halo Kit by Morimoto. Head on over to morimotolighting.com, type in your year, make, and model, and get your set on the way.